Hello, everyone. So, the topic of the video today is given the current market conditions, what am I doing right now to become richer? Okay, so let's talk about it. First of all, let's just talk a little bit about what are the market conditions that I am referring to. The first thing is we're currently in a bear market. What does that mean? That means that the equities in our markets, they are currently experiencing a prolonged period of price decline. And this alone is creating an opportunity for investors to buy very valuable assets at a much reduced price. So that's the first market condition. We're in bear market. The second thing is recession. Most people, most economists, they agree that sometime this year, our economy will officially move into a recession. In fact, there are a lot of people that believe that we are already in recession. But in any case, recession is basically a prolonged period of economic a downturn or a decrease in economic activity, and it generally technically means two consecutive quarters of negative growth. So these two things, the fact that we are in a bear market and that we are in a recession or close to moving into a recession, it has put an extreme amount of selling pressure on our markets, creating a buying opportunity for us. So what am I doing? That's what I want to talk about today. Let's get right into it. I'm doing basically two things. The first thing that I'm doing is I am focusing on securing positive cash flow. This is very important because, of course, if you want to take advantage of lower price equities, you need cash. And from the perspective of your own financial equation, you have two ways to do this. One, you can increase the cash coming in. You can do this by having side hustles, new businesses, getting promotions on your current job, yield farming, or finding ways to loan out your capital in return for interest. Or you can take on new jobs. In terms of cash out, the idea is to reduce this. Typical ways that we do this is by paying off debt or budgeting, reducing expenses in certain areas in our current budget. So for me, I am ultra focused on getting my cash up so that I can maximize the amount of assets that I can buy at this particular time, given that they are heavily discounted right now. The second thing that I am doing is what I've already kind of mentioned. I am accumulating assets now, these assets that are much cheaper today than they were 1 year ago. And I'm doing this in two ways. One, I am focusing on passive income, or I'm adding new assets to my passive income portfolio. Why am I doing this? Well, because for me, at this stage in my life, I am, one of my goals is to have all of the expenses that I have in my monthly expenses. I would like them to be replaced by passive income. So instead of me having to work for my monthly expenses, I would like my money to work for me through assets that return either monthly or quarterly dividends. So this is so that's one area that I'm working in, adding new assets that generate passive income. The second thing I'm doing, which I'm really excited about, is I have created what I call a brand new wealth building portfolio. I started this portfolio in November last year, and I started at zero, okay? And the goal or the target is to grow that portfolio north of $1 million in a time frame of 10 to 15 years. And the way I intend to do that is by participating in a challenge that is hosted by a guy by the name of Scott Curry. He's a YouTuber that I follow. Scott has, he used to be a investment banker for Morgan Stanley, 20 plus years of investing and trading experience. So he kind of knows a little bit about building a value portfolio. But that's exactly what he does on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Through this challenge, you commit to adding $400 of additional capital for the purchase of value equities that he select. So I have been doing that since November. The investment club that I started, we're starting to do this together now. Several of the members of our club have joined me already for this challenge as well. And and make sure you stick around to the end of this video, and I'll show you how, if you're interested, you can follow this challenge along with us as well by joining our investment club, and I'll show you how you can do that. So that's what I'm doing. Some of the other things that are here that I'm focusing on, number 4 here says manage risk with laser focus. This becomes very important in a bear market. It's important to make sure that we have proper asset allocation, and it's important that we accumulate as we're building or buying into the market, that we accumulate slowly using techniques like dollar cost averaging to reduce our risk and exposure to high levels of volatility that can be in the market. And then lastly, thinking long-term, focusing on being consistent, patient. I'm not looking to get my return right now. For me, I'm in planting season. We're planting seeds that in the next 3, 5, 10, or in the case of the $1 million portfolio, 15 years, I'm willing to wait to collect at that time. So so this is what I am doing right now to get richer. Okay, so before we end the video, I want to, as I mentioned, I want to talk to you or give you a little more information about the investment club that I started and show you how you can join that and engage with our community should you become interested. So the way you can learn more about how to join the club and what the benefits of the club are is you can go to my YouTube channel. If you go into the About section, you'll see that I've added a new item in the links section, which is labeled Patreon Join My Investment Club. When you select that, it takes you to our Patreon page where we manage the memberships into the investment club. So how does the membership work? Well, there are 3 levels or 3 tiers of membership, but I'll give you a little secret. There's absolutely no difference in the benefits or the access level that you get in either of those tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You can select either one that you like, but they all have the same benefits. Only difference is each tier has a limited number of memberships in it. So once the number of memberships in that tier have all been sold, we move to the next tier, which has a slightly higher price entry for the membership. So that is, the membership, how it works in terms of the tiers. Now, what do you get in terms of benefits or access? What the membership is going to get you is access to our community of investors. So this is kind of summarized, I would say, in item number 6. You get direct access to our community of investors via our Discord server. Now, Discord is a social media platform It's a platform where groups of people can collaborate. Well, for us, for the investment club, is where we hang out. We have members that hang out there literally every day. Every day you have members checking in. And it's the place where we collaborate on new investment opportunities. It's the place where we help support each other as we're working towards our financial goals. And it's also the place where we help our members to just activate and to participate in some of the challenges, the cash flow challenges and wealth building challenges that we have designed to help the community to engage and get their cash up and their wealth equation up. Okay, so other things, I think I've summarized this. You get access to our wealth building challenges and cash flow building challenges. These are challenges that have been designed to help our members to focus on building wealth and building positive cash flow. You also get access to financial education and how-tos. For an example, let's say that you want to participate in, we have a challenge known as the passive income challenge. Maybe you're just like me and you too would like to start to build a portfolio that pays you dividends on a monthly or quarterly basis, so you can use that to pay for your monthly expenses. But let's say that you have never bought individual stocks, you have no idea where to buy them, and you need some help with that. Well, the club helps you to do that. The idea is to help you to learn how to use tooling, exchanges, or whatever you need in order to engage and to participate. You also get access to lots of discussion channels on emerging financial sectors like cryptocurrency, NFTs, channels that are dedicated for what I call high risk, high reward trading options. And of course, we provide guidance on how to participate in high risk investments, but responsibly and by properly managing risk. So all these are benefits of the club membership. We would absolutely love to have you join us in the Discord. So if you become interested, this is where and how you can join the club and join us on our Discord server. So that being said, that's all that I have for today. So thank you for listening. And as always, be blessed. Have a great weekend.